So what is up everyone? I want to introduce you to the second part of this video series where I want to construct a DR picture frame with the Apple Studio monitor, and here we can see the remaining parts which came in the mail today. So what we have here is an 2 amp 5 volt USB adapter, a female DVI to HDMI adapter, a Cat6 Ethernet cable, and a wireless keyboard which we will use to configure the system. So now let's come to the software side of this project. As you can see, I have inserted a 32 gigabyte micro SD card. It's a Transcend class 10 model, and first thing to do is you have to format it. So you go right click and then go to format. On here you use the FAT32 and go on start, press OK, and there we go. The next thing you have to do is you have to download the software which we will use for this job. So if you come to the wiki page of the Pine64 and scroll down, you will find the Ubuntu Linux image which I'm gonna use. Here you can click to download it. I've already done this step. It will need quite a bit of time. You have a password and the username as well, so that might be important. Okay. So the next step is to go to your downloads where you already downloaded it, and show it in the ordner. And there we have it, and then double click it. Okay, now I've opened it with WinRAR. What I will do is I will extract it to the desktop. This will take a little while. What you can do in the meantime is download the Win32 disk imager. You will need this program to copy the image to the SD card so that you can run the image on the Pine64 computer. I will show you that step in a moment. Okay, the process is now finished, and now if I go to the Win32 disk imager, go on open, On my word, this program is really slow. Beg your pardon. There we go. Go to the desktop. And find the image and open it. Then we have to select the device, and then we have to write writing to a physical device can corrupt the device. Are you sure you want to continue? Yes. So now it's writing the data from the image to the SD card. There we go, guys. Now let's continue with the process. Okay guys, now after the software side is done, let's go to the assembly. Look at this mess. This is just a temporary setup where I will configure all of the stuff. But look, oh man, look at all those cables. Let's hope that everything comes together quite neat. Let's start on the display side of things. There we go. This is the ADC which comes from the main display. This one plugs here into the power adapter which converts it to DVI. So after connecting this cable, we have two cables to connect on the other side. The first one is the power cable. Let's take the power cable and search for power here. So power is in. Remember, this is just a temporary setup. It will stay on an entire different place. Okay, now power is connected. So on the other end of the cable we have the DVI and the USB port. We can forget about the USB port in the moment. So now let's take the HDMI to DVI adapter and plug it in and screw it in. There we go. And now the HDMI will go into the HDMI on the board, like that, like so. Okay, next thing to do is, here you can see my SD card. It is an adapter with a micro SD card in it. Let's take the micro SD card and push it in there. It snaps right into place. Now This is the gimbal, the Bluetooth dongle for my Bluetooth mouse and keyboard combination. Let's plug it into the USB. So there are just two parts remaining before we can boot the entire thing up. This is my Cat 6 LAN cable, which I'm not gonna use in the moment. We will use this later. So now the only thing to do is plug in the power and see where we go. So now you can see I have adjusted the camera angle a little so you can witness the process of my first boot up of the Pine64, hoping everything will go alright. I didn't plug in the Ethernet port because I will hassle with this later. I just wanted to see if the system boots up and if it would work with my display. So there we have the board, there we have the plug. Let's plug it in and have a look. Oh, look at there, there is an LED, and the LED on the monitor came on as well. So let's witness this process. So guys, if what you can see is that we run into one problem. I will show you, that to you now. I have plugged the Pine into my normal HDMI monitor, and I will show you what it looks if I turn the power on. So what you can see is that it powered on quite well, but just on the big display I'm going to the mouse and keyboard aren't working, but that might be the okay, I see. Let's have a look. Okay, now they are working. The username is Ubuntu and the password is Ubuntu as well. Should be. Yes. There we go. So now we successfully are into Ubuntu, but we have one remaining problem. We have to look why the display wasn't working with the Pine64. This will be the next thing I will have to attempt. but as you can see, Ubuntu is working amazingly how it should. Yeah, we will see how we get on. So guys, this is quite interesting. As you can, what I did is I tried to connect. I have two displays, you see. This one I use with HDMI, this one I use with VGA. What I tried to do was to run this monitor, as you can see right here, from VGA to DVI to HDMI, and this process doesn't work as well. So it looks like the Pine has problems with using different resolutions. I hope I can fix this. So guys, what is up? As you can see, I wasn't able to finish this project as I would have imagined. The problem is in the Linux system. This system is under heavy development at the moment. The problem is known by the community, and it lies in the color mode of the displays and the system. And the upshot is, at the moment there is no way to use an DVI display with an adapter on an HDMI in Linux. They know of this problem and they will address it, and I hope that they will fix it. I don't know how long this will take, but hopefully it will be done in a few months time. I will revisit this as when I know it's finished. So let's finish this part off by saying I didn't accomplish what I intended to do. This isn't my fault. The problem is the connection between the monitor and this board. The Ubuntu system doesn't want to recognize anything else than HDMI. I'm the only one with this problem, so hopefully this will be fixed. So I have to put this project on hold. I'm quite obsessed by this because I wanted to finish this project and load it up for you, but I will have to wait until the Ubuntu gets the update, so that DVI gets recognized and you can actually use other monitors than HDMI. So sorry for this bad news, but I hope you enjoyed this part. So have a good one.